Yeah,
spoke
man.
that into existence, just like this studio, bro.
That's facts.
That's
Is
crazy.
Facts. Actually, you know what I think you need to talk about is how we wrote this as a goal at the end of 2022.
Yes.
And tell them about this, because it's pretty crazy, actually, if you think about it.
Yeah, so initially, this was not even really part of the plan because we were in our other studio at my apartment, right? Yeah. So we were kind of comfortable, you know, it was a nice place for us and whatnot.
It was nice. It really was.
It worked well for the both of us.
Yes.
Right? So, and then obviously we've always wanted to get a bigger studio, but that wasn't in the horizon.
No.
Not until...
It felt very unrealistic. Like,
exactly. Not until I got evicted.
Yeah.
Or I just decided to leave because I wasn't really evicted. I was given the choice.
You're getting noise complaints because your dog.
Exactly. But it was a dog-friendly building.
Yeah.
And I think it was just bad neighbors. Anyway, so that wasn't in the horizon. I moved into my new house right now. And then so we were just sticking to the primary bedroom. Yeah. And it was pretty small.
It was smaller. We downgraded our studio.
It was definitely a downgrade.
Yeah.
And that happened in December. I moved out December 6th.
Yeah.
And then so when the New Year's came around, we decided to have a annual goal for 2023. And
we wrote out some goals for the year.
Yeah.
And one of them was
a studio.
By Q1, by the end of Q1.
Yes.
Which means start of Q2, which means April 1st.
Yeah.
We would have a studio. That was our goal.
And we did it.
To the day.
But you know what's so funny? It just subliminally happened. We weren't planning it. We weren't like actively thinking that, hey, listen, let's make sure we get that studio by April 1st or before. It's just kind of like fell into place.
No, actually, you know what's crazy? Literally, it's beyond that. We literally forgot we even had the goal.
That's so true. That's so true.
So we wrote it down. We had it on our whiteboard in the office. Then I don't know if it got erased or we just kind of weren't at the office much, but I forgot it existed. Whatever. It didn't exist.
Yeah.
We just started looking at places. We weren't even thinking, oh, we'll have one next month. It was just like, let's start looking, get some ideas, see what prices are like, do some walkthroughs. You know, we found this place, we really liked it, we applied, we got approved, it just kept working. Like a lot of the steps of the way were just like, let's do it. If we get denied, cool, we're back where we started.
You never know until you try, right?
Exactly. And it just kept happening. We got approved, then things, this, that, whatever, and it just kept happening.
Yeah.
All that, we move in April 1st.
Yeah.
Then we let our buddy know who's been working with us for a while. Like he helps us out with copywriting, he helps out with like graphic design, all these things. He's been with us for a while. We call him when we're in here one of the first days. Yeah. We're like, yo, we got it. Here we are. Yeah. And then he's like, he reminded us that we had that goal.
That's so true.
It's insane. So we literally forgot it was there and we hit it to the T.
I know, which is crazy.
It's insane.
It's so crazy. And the thing about this too is that like I was feeling really down when I got booted out of that apartment. Yeah. But then I just remember leaving that place. Remember when we were just kind of like tearing it down and whatnot. We even took videos. Yeah. Remember we even took videos of a little last walkthrough when it was cleaned out and we just still had the black paint and the logo. Yep. But I remember I just remember telling you, or I might have even said this in the videos, like, oh, this is just like the beginning of like the end of a beginning. Yeah. You said it's a blessing in disguise. The beginning. Wait, no. No, the end. No. I think the saying's the beginning of the end, but that ain't it. That's the opposite. No, Whatever. Yeah. It's a new beginning, a fresh start. Exactly. A blessing in disguise. Exactly. It was obviously a crappy thing to get kicked out, but it led us to where we are now. Because if I hadn't been kicked out, if it hadn't been for Kaido, we wouldn't have this place right now. Yeah. Right? We wouldn't have had the fire and the desire to really go out, because at the end of the day, bro, that place, we were like kind of like comfortable. We were going to be stagnant, right? Like we had this space. It was good enough. Cool. It was good enough just for me and you. Yeah. We weren't really going to push ourselves beyond that. Exactly. At least not yet. Yeah. Right? Yeah. At least not within like 4 months. Like we had the plan of getting a studio day one. Like since before we started this business, I've always just like, with no vision, no company in mind, I would see retail space for lease. I'm like, I want that. And I had no idea why. I had no idea. Like it just felt such a cool concept to me to like own a business. Like that was crazy to me. I mean, we've always had the business, the online side of things, but having it in person is a whole different thing. Like, and especially having it been open to the public. Yeah. Right. Exactly. And that was the thing. Like
at that apartment, there was a really nice studio for our work. It was great. We could have meetings, whatever. But like when you have a client coming over and they're walking up to your apartment, coming into your kitchen, your dog greets them, like it just kind of, it takes
removes
away
that professionalism.
Yes. Like
right?
They walk into the studio, it's still impressive. It's beautiful, has our logo on the wall, but there's all these stages in between that's kind of uncomfortable and just not that professional.
Exactly. Because if I were to be in their position, I feel like I'm almost kind of like stepping into someone's like territory.
It would feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I've removed it removes the business side of things, and now there's this whole other aspect that's like
exactly.
So
I'm really happy that we made that move. And the funny thing is, like, we initially wanted to, like, going back to what you said, every time you would see a retail space, I think you and I both kind of wanted that space, like it's a retail space, because every other like office we've seen just didn't fit our vibe. And so we figured that, like, you know what, it might be kind of ideal if we had like those retail store space. But I'm glad that we didn't do that, because we don't really need those foot traffic.
No, that's not what we do. We're like, by booking, all of our marketing's online. So nobody's walking past our front door and saying, oh, I'm gonna go walk in and do a booking. Like, that's not how our business works.
It's not really gonna work out that way.
So that it makes sense that we're here. It's more of a, I don't know what you'd call this, even an industrial space. It's kind of industrial office. Like, it's like an office building, but with huge ceilings.
It's just basically commercial building.
Commercial building,
Industrial is usually those like warehouses.
Yeah, which is in general what we were looking at was warehouses. Yeah, and like garages and things like that. And like there's a couple places that we were looking at that were like, again, like you said, could have been cool, but nowhere near this.
And also, if you really think about it, imagine how much money we would have had to spend if we had so much space to fill.
It's true.
Just paint alone, it would have taken us weeks just to paint. But circling back to what you said earlier, you said that you've always wanted a studio. Why is that?
It wasn't a studio. Like, literally, there was no vision of what the business was. Okay. Like, literally, it could have been a corner store. Like, I would just see space for lease, and I'm like, I want that. I want to like own that and have people, like, I can tell people, oh, come down, this is my store. Like, it's like, you know, when you're a bit younger, like getting your first apartment or like moving out is so exciting. It was like that times 10, because it's like, that shows me I'm like doing this for real. Like,
it solidifies us as a business. And that's the thing. Because of the fact that like our business for the last 2.5 years or closing to 3 years right now has been online. Unless people have really worked with us, they don't really understand the business side of things, right? Whereas now, even though this is still within Lanllo Media, it's a different business. It's a rental studio, but now they kind of get an idea of what we're doing, or like it kind of almost puts respect into our business. Absolutely. And they understand it a little bit more. And that they can now actually see us as a real business.
Exactly.
Right?
And just, like, it really establishes us. It helps us kind of build our space and build our name in Ottawa and just become part of the community a bit more. Like, it's exciting stuff, man. And like you said, this is its own business for rentals, but at the same time, it's a big benefit to Lanllo Media, our original company, because now we have a studio, we have this space where we can make this podcast, we have a place where clients can come and have meetings that looks professional and
just
like
hits all that criteria, right? It gives us a space to be creative, market ourselves. And then it gives us a space so that we have added value to our current clients and future clients, right? So then, because now we have a space where they can come in and feel comfortable. I mean, we were able to do that with the other one, but like you mentioned, it just took out that professionalism look based on having to walk into my living room, kitchen and whatnot, right? And being greeted with my dog. But now everything is just professional. They come in, it kind of gives us a really somewhat of a good look, right? Just a good solidifies us that, and also makes them feel comfortable, right? Like it makes them think, it makes them like really comfortable knowing that they're working with a business that really takes this serious. Exactly. Right?
Exactly. That's true.
So man, I'm super happy. I'm really excited to just have this open up and just have everything come to life again. I just feel like that the other studio, we outgrew it really quickly, fairly quickly.
I would agree.
I would say so.
It didn't fit our needs, like beyond being able to do product photos. And we did a couple like portrait shoots, like for business owners, like headshots. We did things like that, but this is just insanely widens our horizons, lets us do so much more.
Exactly. And I know I mentioned this to you before, but like the fact that we moved out of like my own apartment and like house and whatnot, I just feel like I'm a bit more productive, because the fact that we have to drive here 30 minutes, it just feels like, okay, I actually have to get some work done.
It's separated.
Exactly, because
you're going to work.
Exactly. And like it almost felt a little bit unmotivating when it was at my apartment, just because like it was so accessible that because I had it, it's almost like I didn't really want to do anything beyond that. It's almost like having a home gym.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, you have this cool home gym that you can work out anytime you want, but it just doesn't hit the same way when you go to a public gym. Yeah. Right? When
you go to it. And it was the same for me, like coming to your house to work, like it was a blurred line between if we're just hanging out, if we're working, like it was weird. It wasn't its own dedicated thing. And now, like you said, we come here, we go to work.
Exactly.
We're ready, we're collaborate. And then when we leave, work's done, you know, maybe do some stuff. But it's like, it helps it just be its own thing, and we can be productive, get creative.
And that's the cool part too, is like when we get here, we know work needs to get done. Yeah. Because it's not like we can just go back home and then come back again later, because bro, that's a bit of a drive. That's a far drive.
Yeah, we live in the East End. This is out west. It's a decent drive. If traffic's rough, like we got to really plan our days.
Exactly.
So when we're here, we better make the most of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, look, I think that was a beautiful chat. I think they have a great update.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think there's so much more to talk about, but
there's so much more to talk about, and I just feel like I'm kind of holding back a little bit just because we haven't shown everything. And I know I'm kind of like opening it up a little bit by showing a little bit more on my stories and whatnot. I know you just filmed some content that will go up on your thing. And I think, you know what I think that we're kind of doing right now? Is that I feel like we're just putting so much pressure that like, okay, let's post when things are ready. Yes. Let's post when it's ready. Let's post when it's opening day. But this isn't like a store where like after May 1st, everybody can just come in here. Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
It's going to give some time for people to really warm up with the space and whatnot. Yeah. So I think it will be I don't think it would be a bad idea for us to just start sharing things. And so that's why I just reposted the stories that I tagged Lanllo Studio in. Yeah. You know, because we actually have some followers there.
I know it's coming. Like people are going to check it out. They're excited. And like, I know, I think for me, it's just like, it's a lot of pressure, bro. This is a huge thing. Like it's so like years of wanting this, and now it's finally here. We're weeks away, if not a week or two away from opening. And like, I don't know, it's scary.
But I mean, we're starting to invite friends over. Yeah. Right. And I think it just... And then it's giving me a lot of confidence based on like how, what kind of feedback they're giving us. Yeah. And so I'm really happy with that. We're going to have some people this weekend. And so I think that'd be kind of cool content, right? Just film their reactions, see how that is. And we can post that on the studio Instagram. So
get it started. Man, so yes, follow us. Most importantly, follow Lanllo Studio, but our personals is where you're going to get a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, especially right now. But yeah, lots to come. We'll keep doing these episodes, keep updating you on what the hell's going on.
And keep in mind, this is just Mason and I talking. Yeah. And the reason why we've been talking about the studio for the last 2 episodes is I'm acting like we've had like tens of episodes, but this is basically one of the biggest thing that is going on in our life right now.
Absolutely, yeah. And there's going to be lots more to talk about. We're going to talk about, you know, some of the challenges we faced opening this, like just all the different aspects of it. Yeah, there's lots to say.
Yeah, but we're not just going to always be talking about the studio. No. We're going to be talking about like our online business, things that we've learned starting a business, you know, times where we've wanted to quit, times where like we really felt really motivated.
Some tougher clients, some more fun projects.
Exactly.
How we've landed some of our bigger stuff. Like we'll talk about it all.
Yeah. But it's not always just going to be studio, but hey, we got to plug the studio, man. Like,
we're excited, man.
Exactly.
Look, for the last 3 weeks, this has been all we know. Morning to night, every day of the week, we've been here.
We spent all our money into this and everything.
So of course we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, of course.
Allow it.
Yes.
But,
most importantly, thank you for listening.
Thank you very much.
And watching.
Keep an eye out for the next one. These are on YouTube, Spotify, and then we'll put some clips on all our Instagrams.
Yeah. Even LinkedIn.
Don't expect a new box every episode. This is the last
pretty
box.
Expensive. Yeah. Everyone want to buy that box?
Next time I'll put the 2 and the 1. It adds up. Then we're done.
There you go.
We're good. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Keep an eye out and check out the studio soon.
Yeah.
Peace.